Before we saddle up, hit that like, drop an amen in the comments, and subscribe. It helps keep this old gospel wagon rolling. Noah and the Ark. Faith in a flood. Now let me tell y'all a story from way back before wagons, back before boots, even back before biscuits. It's the tale of a fella named Noah, and let me tell you, this guy built a boat bigger than a barn, and it wasn't even raining yet. See, back in Noah's day, the world had gone plumb crazy. Folks were doing whatever they wanted, cheating, stealing, being meaner than a rattlesnake in a barrel. God looked down and said, "Enough's enough." But there was one fellow who stood out, Noah. The good book says he was righteous, walked with God, didn't follow the crowd, kind of like that cowboy who tips his hat and helps a stranger even when the rest of town's gone cold. So God tells Noah, build a big old boat, an ark. I'm fixin' to clean up this mess with a flood, and I want you and your family safe, along with 2 of every critter. Now listen here. Noah didn't laugh. He didn't argue. He just grabbed his hammer and got to work. Folks must have thought he'd lost his marbles. "Why you building a boat, Noah? We're sitting in the desert." But Noah kept on. Day after day, plank after plank. Sometimes obeying God looks downright strange to the rest of the herd. Then came the animals, 2 by 2. Elephants, giraffes, skunks, bless his heart. And even the snakes slithered on in. Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives loaded up and shut the door behind them. And then the skies broke loose. Rain poured like heaven was dumping a lake. For 40 days and 40 nights, the earth flooded. Every hill, every holler, every fence post, gone. But inside that ark, Noah and his crew were safe as a calf in a hayloft. Why? 'Cause he listened, trusted, obeyed, even when it didn't make a lick of sense. When the rain stopped and the water finally went down, God made a promise. He put a rainbow in the sky and said, "I'll never flood the whole earth again." That rainbow's like God's trail marker, a sign that he keeps his word. So what's the lesson for us cowpokes today? Sometimes the world's gonna think you're crazy for following God, but you build that ark anyway. You pray, you love folks, you obey, even when the skies are clear. 'Cause faith ain't about seeing the storm. It's about trusting the one who's bigger than the flood. And just like Noah, when the waters rise in your life, God's got a way to carry you through. So if this story gave you a little hope in your saddlebag today, don't ride off just yet. Hit that like, drop an amen in the comments, and subscribe to my channel for more simple truth from the good book, with a whole lot of heart and a little country twang.